On my kicker tonight, I am calling out the Teachers Service Commission, TSC, and particularly its increasingly erratic Chief Executive, Dr. Nancy Macharia. Without even looking at the facts around the wrangles between TSC and the Kenya National Union of Teachers, NAT, the arrogance of TSC and its Chief Executive must urgently be found pungent, unacceptable, and inconsistent with the conduct of affairs of a public office. For much of this year, Kenyans, and unfortunately the innocent teaching fraternity, have been treated to a protracted contest between Dr. Nancy Macharia's TSC and Wilson Sosion's Union of Teachers, NAT. But it is Dr. Nancy Macharia that I call out tonight, not just for playing dirty and committing obvious fouls, but for her clear intention to destroy the Kenya National Union of Teachers, NAT. Now, fights between TSC and NAT are normal. They are nothing new. Indeed, they are part of the vibrant industrial space and the proud history of Kenya's teaching fraternity. I call out Dr. Nancy Macharia because she has gone where none of her 8 predecessors ever dared. And I mean this in the sense of taking the wrong direction. Last week, Dr. Nancy Macharia announced the intention to end the recognition agreement between TSC and NAT, and that is the relationship between the teacher's employer and the teachers' union. Of course, this is ridiculous, but Dr. Nancy Macharia means it. Not long ago, Dr. Nancy Macharia's TSC discontinued teachers' monthly deductions to NAT in what was clearly aimed at financially crippling NAT. She then proceeded to target the NAT Secretary General Wilson Sosion in a campaign that started with a choreographed boardroom takeover at NAT headquarters and ended with that recent deregistration of Sosion as a teacher. Now, a few sobering facts need to be laid down here for the benefit of Dr. Nancy Macharia and TSC. First, destroying the teachers' union NAT is nothing to be proud of. And in the unlikely event that it happened, that would be a truly evil legacy. Secondly, the Teachers Service Commission cannot and should not choose unions for teachers or unions to work with. The Constitution expressly provides that every employee has a right to belong to a union of their choice. If teachers have chosen NAT as their union, then TSC and Dr. Nancy Macharia must live with it like everyone else has in that office since 1967. That therefore means that the dictatorial, arrogant, and callous attitude towards NAT is misplaced and ultimately unrewarding. Thirdly, TSC was established as an independent commission that is supposed to operate with absolute independence, especially in its decisions. Current events are painting previous chief executives of TSC as lions of such decisional independence, and the present office holder as a terrifying break from noble traditions of the Teachers Service Commission. The current leadership of TSC has displayed not the institutional independence expected of them, but the pride and arrogance normally associated with political appointees and other well-connected busybodies. Yet Article 237 of the Constitution provides for the functions of TSC, and I'm persuaded the law is not the problem. The leadership of TSC is. Dr. Nancy Macharia and her team at TSC must understand that as an employer, you must put up with the labor movement even if you find it irritating, unreasonable, or even irrelevant in your personal opinion. Dr. Nancy Macharia and TSC must also come to terms with the irony of history. TSC is essentially a product of the Kenya National Union of Teachers, NAT. It is NAT that pushed the government to centralize teacher management and harmonize terms of service for teachers. TSC was formed because NAT called for a strike to push for its creation. The irony is, TSC today very actively seeks the destruction of the very entity that was instrumental in its creation. Now, that is even immoral. With this state of affairs, Kenyans should be concerned for the welfare of thousands of teachers who obviously expect better of their employer and their trade union. Dr. Nancy Macharia must now slow down on the apparent nut destruction agenda by correctly and soberly interpreting the mandate of TSC, just like her predecessors did, some who led TSC through even tougher times. TSC is neither a political body nor part of the executive arm of government. It is an independent commission. By that, independence should not be mistaken for or replaced with pride and arrogance. That is my kicker.